Hey everyone, we're back. Djinn on the right, Wolfie on the left. So this week we are going to touch the news trading and what happens there. A lot of people probably are getting burnt, and we thought that would be a good approach. And if you stay to the end of the video, you'll see next week's topic, which I think you'll find interesting. So let's just get going. And Djinn was the one that did the video this week, and he kind of touched everything that I was going to touch. So we figured we just consolidate it into having Djinn lead the session. So, Djinn, you want to open up and send us into your video?
Okay, hey there, everyone. Look, news trading, it doesn't work. What's going on when you're seeing these analysts make predictions, or even if you're maybe you have the some new a news calendar come up and you're like, oh, the numbers are positive, it's going to go up, blah blah blah. Look, you are being herded. You are the sheep, and you're being herded. Um, do you really think that it's in the market's best interest to give you basically free tips that's going to make you profit every day? No, what's in their best interest is to get you going in the direction that they want you to go. Um, so when you see basically, some positive numbers, something like, oh, it should go up, but then it goes down. Um, well, there's nothing more to say. You're being herded. You're basically being the sheep. And generally, when you look at these analysts, like they say the Dow is going up or Google's going up or something like that's going up, take screenshot of it, look at it. You're going to see that it actually goes down after they say that. As far as the news releases, um, if you know how to read a chart, if you actually see the market direction, you can see the big banks, the market positioning itself before the news actually even happens, as what we show in the video. If it was going down, say an hour, 2, 3 hours before the news came out, guess what? The chart went down. The news had absolutely nothing to do with it. Yes, the spreads went up. Yes, there was probably some volatility for about 5 minutes or something like that. But if you knew the market direction and knew which way it was going ahead of time, guess what? That's the way it went. Um, so yeah, news trading, it's a bad thing. You're just being herded. It's as simple as that. Ditch the indicators, ditch the analysts, the fundamentals. As far as that, over the long term, does some of that fundamental stuff work? Sure. But as far as like day trading, guess what? As we've shown in the video, the news just does not do anything. It doesn't affect which way the market's going. That's really all I have to say on it.
All right, so we'll cut over to the video, and then we'll see you guys on the other side.
Hey everyone, how the hell are you? Your buddy Jen. Quick disclaimer, I have got in trouble in the past for putting links to other sites, or even having other sites on my YouTube videos, or playing other YouTube videos on mine. I see other people doing it all the time, but if the Jen does it, apparently it's a crime. Um, let's Sweetie have her sneezing fit back there. Okay, so I'm not criticizing any of these sites, but I'm not going to put any links to them. It's not because I don't like them or anything like that. It's just because I got in trouble for it in the past on my channel. So we're not going to do it. So December 7th, around 8 p.m., Euro rally pauses, Brexit lingers. Outlook remains bullish. So we have a prediction here, and I took a screenshot of it. It's the 12th right now, Saturday morning, and we've had all week to let this play out. So let's see what happened. This is a Euro USD thing. Let's look at Euro USD on the 7th at 8 p.m. 8 p.m. is what, about 2000? So let's see what we were doing. Let's see, we were going down. We came up to resistance, bounce. We came up to resistance again, bounce down. We basically did what downtrends do. Okay, they were saying it's going to go up, and what happened? The chart said it was going down. The analysts say it's going to go up, boom, down it goes. Comes to support or resistance. I call everything support, sorry. But comes to support, bounces off. 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 Once again, the bullish breakout attempts are or not. It may not mean the bullish breakout attempts are finished. Outlook remains bullish. Okay, so they made their prediction. That's fine. We see how it worked out. Predicting the future, bad call. The chart told you which way it's going. Okay, so now let's look at the website again, and we're looking at the last 7 days, only high importance news. Let's see what happened with news. Did it change anything? So we've got December 8th. We got some Japan news at 1:50 in the morning. Let's go look at Japan. Uh, looks like they, whoopsie, looks like they kind of had bad numbers, so it should be going down, I guess. Or I guess that would mean pound yen would probably go up if the Japan's news was bad. So anyway, doesn't matter. Let's just look. December 8th, 1:50 a.m. pound yen. That has to do with the yen. December 8th. And it was about 1 to 2 in the morning. So let's go find that area. Oh, let's get over here. So we were basically we're going up. I know you guys see it as going down, but we are going up. So here's our news. Well, look at that. There's a little bit of bounce there, and then nothing. But it was going up. Eventually it retraces, comes back to support, continues going up. Told you it was going up here. News is right here. Chart said it was going up here. And what did it do? It told you hours. I mean, the news is right here, somewhere right in there. So we're looking at like 15 hours, maybe 12 hours realistically, that it said it was going up. And then the news comes out like 10, 12 hours later, and what? Nothing. Boom. Actually went down to support like you would expect an uptrend to do, and then bounced off of it. Let's go look at the next one. Let's look at some euro. I'm just looking at stuff that's euro, USD, and yen related because I have those charts up. Okay, so got some bad numbers here. Euro area 12 o'clock on, I believe that's still the 8th. Yep, 12 o'clock. Let's look at euro USD at 12 o'clock on the 8th. 8th at 12 o'clock. 8, boom, boom, boom. So right in this area. Okay, so it's going down. Told you it was going down right here. Right here it said it was going down. Comes up to resistance. Boom, bounce off. Comes up to resistance again. Bounce off. Funny how downtrends do that. So 12 o'clock is right here. Our big news. Basically should have pushed it down. Because if I read it right, the numbers were bad for them. So pushing down. Well, guess what? It told you it was going down over here. It probably said it over here. I'm just looking at the most recent signal, though. So it's going down. Boom. The news comes out, and it pushes down. You're like, oh, my God, look what the news did. No, the news didn't have nothing to do with it. It told you it was going down 16 hours before the news came out. The news changed nothing. The predictions changed nothing. Do you really think that these gazillion-dollar businesses are going to be set up in such a way that they're susceptible to, some news release that someone comes out with? I mean, sure, maybe there's a terrorism attack or, some kind of big unexpected world thing. But I mean, do you really think these huge, like say, monstrously sized businesses are really going to have their future depend on what some jerk says, next week? No. Look, the chart told you which way it's going, and the news did nothing. The analysts said what they thought, and guess what? It went the exact opposite of what they said. I am not criticizing those analysts. I'm saying they do a job. And that thing with the whole analysis and, the talking heads, when they come out and say something, why don't you go ahead and start taking screenshots of it? Why don't you look at what they say, which way it's going to go, and then see over the next day or two which way it actually went. I think you might be surprised. Okay, so as we've seen, the predictions on the news didn't really pan out as far as which direction did it go after the news happened. Well, it went the direction the market was going. Pretty simple stuff. One other thing I want to touch on is, do you really think that these multi-billion-dollar businesses are going to be risking the future of their company or the security of their company based on what the politician of the week is going to say tomorrow morning? No, they have the information you don't have, and like, it's going to go the way they push it. The end. What you need to do is learn how to read your chart. Get rid of the indicators, get rid of everything, and just learn how to see how the big money is positioning itself, which conveniently is what we're going to cover next week. How to see market direction.
Yeah.
Mr. Wolfie?
Yeah, so next week we figured we've fed you a lot of stuff right now about things that doesn't work, and that was kind of the purpose of this channel, was to talk and cut apart bad things. But if you're trying to get started trading, sitting and looking at things that doesn't work, you're starting to wonder, well, what the hell does work? So we know a lot of people being infected with this COVID and all that stuff, and some are sitting holding their last dime to their pocket, and we get it. We wouldn't advise you to take money that you can't afford to lose, but let's talk about something that does work. As Djinn said, learn how to read the chart. Do away with everything that's obscuring your vision, which is all the indicators and stuff. And down the road, you might find a way of using them. We here at DTA, we don't use the indicators. We trade naked. So we look at the chart, and we don't try to predict the future. We just look at the chart, and that's it. So next week, we'll go into looking and identifying the trends so you can be on the right side. Find good entries. We'll talk a little bit about good entries, bad entries, too early entries, and how the hell do you know if you got in the right way, and when should you cut it? So a little bit about that. It won't be a long class or anything, but it will give you a head start, and maybe we'll throw in a rule or two. Structure is very good. Djinn taught me that. I thought I had a system many years ago, and what I didn't have was structure. I didn't have rules. And so if you have rules and you stick to those rules, it'll work a hell of a lot better.
Yeah. And especially rule number one, the one I had to teach myself. Exactly. I'm an idiot. Stop trying to overthink it. Exactly.
So we're looking forward to doing that for you guys next week, and hopefully we can get you guys going. We won't give you any trade advice or anything like that. We will show you the butt of a cat, but
yeah, here she comes. This is the boss.
That's the boss. And I think finally we have a shout out to someone.
That's right. I think we've covered. Look, trading news, it's a stupid idea. The only news you should be paying attention to is day traders news, and that happens to be, oh my god, I downloaded 3 damn Forex games. I couldn't get any of them to work because they needed Java, blah blah blah. It didn't matter. Shit didn't work until Absurdum came up. Saved the day. Love you, buddy. Thank you.
Cool. So
now my games work.
Exactly. Shout out to Absurdum. So now you know how we trade. We put one trade on and we play games, and that's about it. So
yeah. Patience. I'll give you a teaser for next week. Yeah, patience is the key. Don't get, emotional and just reactionary.
Yeah. Don't chase the price. Let the price come to you. That's pretty much it.
And don't have your finger on the mouse button while your cat's walking on your arm.
Nope. You'll buy some expensive shit.
Done it.
All right, guys. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week.